The national deadline to get your real ID is coming soon, starting on May 7th. If you don't have a real ID, you might not be able to access certain government buildings or get on some flights. According to the Missouri Department of Revenue, only 49% of drivers in the Show Me state have real ID. And data collected by CBS from each state show that in April, Arkansas and Oklahoma were also still below 50%. By comparison, 85% of Kansas residents have their real IDs. As KOIM's Lonnie Walton reports, depending on how you plan to travel, you might want to get yours.
I spoke to locals in Missouri who says they have things to do and places to go. That's why they got their real IDs.
Veteran, 20 years in the Navy.
Bill Stansbury is a Call Junction resident. He says his history in the Navy is why having a real ID is important to him.
If I want to go somewhere and I need a military to get in, that's proof.
He's right about that, according to Tris Vincent from the Missouri Department of Revenue.
And the reason that you do need a real ID is if you're going to be flying on a commercial flight, or if you're going to go into a federal courthouse or visit a military base or nuclear power plant, then you're going to need that real ID to gain access.
Joplin resident Michelle Gray is a flight attendant. She says the process of getting an ID is fairly simple, and if you want to fly, you need it.
We have what's called KCM, where you go through TSA, and that is all getting ready to change, and most people that are going through TSA now have to have a real ID.
Vincent says you should start this process right away if you have summer plans, because if you don't have your ID, you may not be going anywhere.
I don't know what those answers are, and I don't know if there are answers, but I certainly, if you spent money on a trip, you certainly don't want to not get on the airplane.
I told Stansbury most people in Missouri currently don't have their real IDs. He says,
I could care less.
And if you don't plan on driving domestically or getting inside government buildings, our expert says you may not even need it. Reporting in Joplin, I'm Lonnie Walton, KOAM News.
Now, although fewer than half of people in Missouri, Kansas, and Arkansas have their real IDs, in some states it's at or near 100%.